My deadbeat parents disowned me for beating up my twin brother after he slept with my girlfriend. 8 years later, they want to reconnect with me, and I don't know why. Growing up, I always knew I was different from my family. My parents, my twin brother Casey, my older sister, they were all athletes. State championships, college scholarships, the works. My dad played professional soccer in his 20s. My mom coached softball at the high school level. And me? I picked up archery when I was 11. Found an old bow at a garage sale for $15. The first time I mentioned wanting to compete, my dad literally laughed. That's not a real sport, buddy. That's a hobby. My mom nodded along. At 12, I begged them to come watch my first tournament. They said they had to take Casey to basketball tryouts on a Sunday. Tryouts that didn't exist. I got used to empty bleachers. Got used to my siblings rolling their eyes when I talked about competitions. Got used to being invisible at the dinner table while they discussed plays and stats and recruiting offers. By the time I was 15, I'd stopped trying to impress them. That's when I met Madison. She was in my English class, sat 2 rows over. We started dating after she came to one of my tournaments. She actually asked questions about my form, my equipment. She cared. After 6 months, I introduced her to my family. They loved her. My mom kept saying how sweet she was. Casey asked her about basketball. She played on the school team. Suddenly, my family had opinions about my relationship. Suddenly, they paid attention. We dated for 2 years. I was 17 when I started looking at colleges with good archery programs, planning a future where maybe, just maybe, I'd finally be seen. Then one Tuesday after school, I came home early. Casey's car was in the driveway. So was Madison's. I walked past Casey's window and saw them on his bed together. I stood there for maybe 30 seconds, just frozen. Then I walked straight inside. Casey came out of his room 5 minutes later, pulling his shirt on. He saw me and actually smirked. Dude, it just happened. I didn't think. I swung, caught him in the jaw, knocked him flat. He hit the floor and didn't get up. My parents came running. My mom screamed. My dad shoved me against the wall. What the hell is wrong with you? I tried to explain, tried to tell them what I saw. My mom cut me off. Madison already told us everything. You two broke up last week. That was a lie. Madison was still wearing the bracelet I'd given her for our anniversary. My dad gave me 2 options. Move in with my Aunt Sharon 2 hours away, or they'd press charges for assault. I was 3 months from 18. I could have been tried as an adult. I packed 1 duffel bag that night. Casey sat on the couch with an ice pack on his face. My parents on either side of him. Nobody said goodbye. 8 years. I didn't call. They didn't call. I graduated high school living with Aunt Sharon. Met my wife, Faith, in college. Got a degree in mechanical engineering. We had a daughter last year. My life was good. Better than good. Then 3 weeks ago, I got a Facebook message from my mom. We'd love to have you for Christmas. It's been too long. Time to reconnect as a family. I stared at that message for an hour. My wife asked if I was okay. I told her I didn't know. 2 days later, Casey and my sister both sent friend requests. These people hadn't spoken to me since I was 17, and now they all wanted to talk? I called Aunt Sharon, told her about the messages. She went quiet on the other end of the line. Your grandfather called me 3 weeks ago, she finally said. Asked how you were doing, what you'd been up to. My grandfather, my dad's dad, multi-millionaire who made his fortune in real estate. I told him you were doing great, Sharon continued, and he seemed surprised. Said he was glad you'd turned things around after what happened. My stomach dropped. After what happened? He said your parents told him you cheated on Madison with one of her friends, that when she found out, she went to Casey for comfort, that you attacked both Casey and your sister when you got caught. I couldn't breathe. They'd reversed the entire story, made me the villain, told everyone I was the cheater, the aggressor. My sister wasn't even there that day, but they'd written her into their version as a victim. I corrected him, Sharon said, told him the truth. 2 days later, he called your parents, said if they didn't apologize and have you at Christmas dinner, they're out of the will. My wife found me sitting on the kitchen floor, phone still in my hand. I spent Christmas with her and our daughter. My parents sent 4 more messages. I deleted every one. They never wanted me back. They wanted Grandpa's money.